What is the point of activated channels/gates, and how can I use them to my favor in day-to-day life, if I can? Let's dive in. To clear those up, for those that don't know, this is called a body graph. Your active gates are listed here in your personality and your design side. That's established 88 days before you're born. That's established when you're born. Whichever numbers and gates are active here in your placements, those are going to be the ones that are active in here. As you can see, red ones will be over there, black ones will be over here. When you have active gates that are actually connecting centers, that is called a channel. That represents a circuitry or an energy that can move now from the heart, which is the center of ego and willpower, up to the throat, which is the center of manifestation. These active channels and gates represent points of consistency and reliability, meaning that if this person's heart isn't in it, he's not going to be able to say it. Or if his heart is really in it, he's gonna have to say it. The way that you leverage these to your advantage is you just let them be. You get into environments and you get around people who let you be yourself, as opposed to conditioning you. A lot of the energy and courage that is supposed to be built up in this channel, however, is going to get caught up in these unactive gates. And in particular, the unactive gates to hanging gates. For instance, this gate 12 is all about caution. And its pairing gate 22 is all about openness, knowing when to be open, knowing what's worth listening to. And it stems from the nervousness around not having anything to listen to or not being listened to. So one of the ways that this person might go against themselves is by, instead of cultivating the courage and saying what's on their heart or telling someone, hey, my heart isn't in this, what they'll do is they'll come down here and they'll say, oh, no one listens to me. And they'll start making up stories in this area where it's like a blank canvas. So the way that you use your defined channels to your advantage and your defined gates to your advantage is, first of all, you learn about the themes of them, which the best place that I can recommend to do this is either Neutrino Design, which is the app that I have here, or go get one of the reports on my website. The wording and the layout are different between the reports and the app. However, the information is pretty congruent. Once you've learned what the keynotes are specifically of your channels, and if you're like me, and you don't have channels, one of the best places to start is your personality, sun and earth, and your design, sun and earth. Find out where those are in the body graph, write their names out on a journal. Again, it's 4 of them. Then once you have the keynotes of the gates and the lines that you have active, or the channels that you have active in your body graph, let those be your metrics. Okay, again, you're going to be tempted to judge yourself and compare yourself in all these areas where you don't have any activation. But the magic of human design is to show you, hey, this is the thing that actually matters to your body. Not to society or not to your ex or your parents, to your actual body. This is what matters. This is what's consistent. This is what's reliable. This is what you can learn to rely on. The intention of human design is to help people surrender to the form, surrender to the bodies that they're in, so that they can navigate and place themselves in an environment and in a group of people that's actually appropriate for them. Like I said, what happens oftentimes is in these undefined gates, as well as these undefined centers, which some of us have a lot of them, we will look at the things that are inspiring to others and say, oh, I need to be that. Or we will look at the egoic achievements of others and say, oh, I need to achieve that. Or we'll look at the way people talk online and say, oh, I need to talk like that so I can get the right attention. But all of that is just a distraction. And even for somebody with undefined centers, all undefined centers, like me, can learn how to surrender to a mind that is receptive to other people's problems without becoming drowned in them. I can become receptive of other people's egos and appreciative of them without getting taken into competition with them. I can appreciate how people speak. I can even use their voice sometimes without usurping my own. And on top of all of that mental magic that I just explained right there, all of these centers and gates are associative to physical parts of your body. And so actually learning how to activate the glutes, learn how to wiggle the ears and open up the ears, strengthening your swallow reflex so that everything you see, smell, and taste doesn't just get caught up in your head, but you can actually swallow it down into your body. In my opinion, it's actually not enough to just understand these mentally. You actually have to experiment with these channels and see where they show up. See what your relationship is like with money and resources, intuition and power, synthesis and revolution, initiation, These are established channels within your body, whether you have a good relationship with them or not. Part of mentally understanding them is just opening the door so that you can physically start to saturate your spleen and your sacral, your root, your solar plexus. This is a physical and somatic approach to deconditioning. So rather than just filling your head with information, you can actually do exercises that are going to help you embody your human design. We call that sensory design, and the only place you can learn that is the archive. Link is in the bio. Be warned though, okay? Human design is not a personality test. It's not like some cute casual thing, especially if you're doing the physical deconditioning part of it. You're gonna restructure your face, restructure your energy, restructure your entire life through this system, but it's not gonna be just by learning it. You actually have to embody it physically. So if you want the guidance and support that's gonna actually help you do that successfully, come check out the archive.